I was really hoping that these would come back out, but every time I really hope that a colorway comes out, guess what happens?
Nothing.
Nothing. This time it did. Yo, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look at what I consider to be, or at least what I did on the last colorway that we reviewed, a nearly perfect retro. I mean, I'm talking like damn near flawless, although they forgot one of the key components.
The piping?
No, that was one of them. It's when they leave out tech specs that I get kind of like, what the but I'll let it slide just because everything else is pretty good, but you know, it is what it is. It's the one thing that I'm like, what the like, if you're gonna redo something, redo it right. And that's these bad girls right here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have another pair of the Air Jordan women's. So real quick, before we get into the shoes themselves, the box is an OG style box, that 1998 style box. And then inside they have this guy right there. It's not quite a retro card, but it's close. And it just talks about the original Air Jordan women's. It released originally in 1998. They were the first, I believe, brand to really like do heavy basketball stuff. Them and Nike, they were like both at the same time because they had Cheryl Swoop, Cynthia Cooper. Those are hardcore ballers. Like they could have easily played with the men. But these things, man, I was hoping that this original colorway would come back out, because when Jordan Brand typically retros a shoe, they'll give you like one OG colorway and then you're like, yo, I hope that they complete the set, and they never do. Ever. Finally, man, these are gorgeous. These are so pretty. Do you love your pair?
I wore my pair this week.
I know. Do you love them though?
Do I love them?
Okay, just, she's a Jordan hater. Even with the docuseries, man. She can't pick whether she likes the guy or not. But again, these guys right here released originally back in 1998, one of two colorways. I just showed you the first of the two. This was the second one. These are dope, man. This was back at a time when baby blue was the thing. This and this. It's like a flashback, man. What day is it? Thursday? Throwback Thursday. Hey. But yeah, these guys are supposed to release tomorrow, Friday. But Finish Line's been putting shit out just like they do in store. You know how like there's always that one Finish Line store that gives no f***s about the actual release date of shit? And so like if you know what store that is, like you can just go there every once in a while and get some shit real early. That's what they're doing with their .com right now. They're like, man, f*** all these release dates, dude. It's Corona time, all that stuff. Like we're just dropping shit. These things retail, I believe, for $140. Price-wise, I don't think it's like exactly worth it. Again, they're leaving out tech specs, which it really does piss me off, but the rest of the shoe is done up like so good that I'm not saying it's forgivable. I'm just saying like it's one of those things where it's like it could have been worse. Could have been the Air Jordan 15. Could have been the Jumpman Pro, okay? Okay. These guys are done up a little bit different than the original colorway, that white, black, and red. The outsole is exactly the same as far as like the looks and all that stuff. You got herringbone from top to bottom. These guys play up on the Air Jordan 13, same time frame, almost. You see that? See that? Man, and it's not on this one. So this is very much like the 13. This is bordering the 14, and I loved it. This right here, this collar with the weird like mesh looking stuff, this used to be what was lined inside the Air Jordan 14s. Why they didn't put that in the Air Jordan 14, the white and reds, I don't know, but they could have. Obviously, the tooling looks similar to the 13, but way less bulky.
I feel like it's just a more layered looking shoe.
The upper is for sure. I would say it's very similar in terms of paneling. It's just that these do have the extra similar panels, similar styling, but it's double layered instead of a single layer. But the panther paw.
I figured I was answering the wrong question.
You were, yes, but it's okay. I wasn't gonna chew you out or anything. I'm not the internet. But yeah, so these guys right here, they're a little bit slimmer, a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more suited for a woman, I suppose. I don't know if that's for real. Like I feel like the girls could wear the 13s just fine, like without slimming anything down. So I don't know what the reasoning for that was. I will say that it looks a little bit funny having the heel so tapered, because it's like wide up front and then it tapers into the back. It's still a gorgeous shoe though. I just think that these are fantastic. This is history right here, man. This is the first women's Air Jordan. If you were around back then, you wanted these as a dude, man, as a girl, like if you were into J's, but back then, not a lot of them were unless you hooped. These were mad fresh, man. They still are. They're super dope. The midsole itself is Phylon. The cushioning is supposed to be 4-foot zoom and I believe a heel air unit. Very similar to what they would do with a lot of their team shoes back in the day. But these, the retros, they have zoom in the back and nothing in the front. That's that one thing where it's just like you were fucking this close. I'm telling you, you were this close. Because what she was talking about earlier with the piping, this white outline right there, that very outer rim, it's supposed to be black. That was the one thing visually where it's like, oh, y'all were mad close, but y'all forgot the tech specs. This one, they weren't mad close. They and almost identical, and they still forget the tech specs. I'm just kind of like, you guys, come on, man. Like, I got thoughts about this too, because of the whole Last Dance, the docu-series. I don't know how to say it. It's just opened my mind to what I consider the brand itself. Whoever's in charge, y'all are failing, to put it nicely. And I'm a huge Jordan fan. I'm a huge fan of the brand itself, and while this is great, I give you kudos to whoever was in charge of this, the project and stuff. I'm talking about the higher ups, the ones that really like penny pinch. It's you guys that have up the brand. You've diluted the shit out of it, and we have been kind of like reintroduced to how special and how awesome and how legendary and iconic MJ is, how he did things to perfection, to the best of his capabilities, and the products that you guys put out for the most part do not match that. And that's the part that I'm disappointed with. Is the 10 cents worth it? Because like, you got it to a point where new gen kids and even old fans like myself are like, man, Jordan brand's trash or whatever. I don't call them trash, but like some people do, and you did it to yourself. Also, you could save some money. But that's how I feel. That's a very light version. I'll get more elaborate with it maybe later on. But yeah, I just feel like whoever was put in charge of the brand, you done f***ed up. Now the upper on these is very nice, almost as nice as that original colorway, the white, black, reds. I should just hold them up. I just keep them right here. I'm just gonna, they're almost as nice as those. So on the toe, you have that same kind of like really soft, supple leather that's on these guys right here. It is a real leather. It's not a premium leather. It's not a great leather, but it's better than anything that we've been getting on the recent Air Jordan 13s. I'm hoping that the Flints come with something like this, because this is so, I'm telling you, when you put these on, whenever stores open back up, which I don't know when the hell that's gonna happen, or if you're one of those weird people that likes to buy things from Nike, like the sneakers app, just to return them. If you're one of those people, just buy these real quick so you can like put them on your feet and be like, oh, that's what the 13s used to be like? Yes, this is what it used to be like. And then you can send them back, okay? I don't care if you buy them or keep them or what. Now, I bought these because I love these, but you don't have to. But this is what I'm talking about. This should be on the 13s. It should not be even a question. You know what I mean? Like this, it's so soft. Smell good, everything. Now they match this kind of like soft, actual real leather on these dimple panels, but then the panels underneath it, they cheap out on. And I was a little bit disappointed. Like this interior ring or whatever, this underlay is like a synthetic. It's that stiff stuff. It's basically what they use on the tongue. And if you guys wear 13s, you already know the synthetic tongue, that's like a fart for real. Like when you walk in, every time, man. Now this is a women's release. So as far as sizing is concerned, you're gonna have to convert and all that stuff. If you're like me, a men's size 9 is a women's 10.5. However, I do think these fit a little bit big. So I go down half a size, I get a women's size 10. Whatever you're wearing, like 13s, that's very similar sizing, although I do feel like the 13s typically fit a little bit better, but this leather is softer, so when they are a little bit more snug on you, it just feels good, so you don't feel like sloppy in there and all that stuff. One thing that I thought was weird that they did change though, I don't remember this being on the original at all, these laces. These are like some big fat ass rope laces. This is like what you get in like the Concords, the black and red 11s and all that stuff. The originals had these, the oval laces, so I don't know if that was a mess up or if that's how it was. I really can't remember these looking like this. And then just in case you don't know, the branding right here, the logo here, and the Jordan text on the bottom, it's all a navy because this is a UNC colorway. So you got all of UNC's colors in there. You got both blues along with white. Nice hair.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What do you think about these? Because you have these.
I do.
You wore these the other day.
I wanted to speak on the sizing for that.
Oh yeah, what size did you get?
I don't remember what size I got, honestly. I know you bought them for me, so I imagine you probably
I bought them for you with you. Okay, we were both there.
Was I there with you?
Yes.
Did we get them at Phenom?
No, we got them at Foot Locker.
Really?
Yeah. It wasn't important to her, apparently.
I wore mine. I don't typically wear a lot of my basketball shoes just because they don't really go with me.
When she wears sneakers, she wears a lot of classic models, like how I wear 1s, 3s, 4s. Like you wear that, but a little bit earlier in eras, like the 80s style, so they're more slim.
Yeah.
Like a Club C, Adidas Continental 80, stuff like that, like a little bit slimmer of a shoe.
But so I don't know, I felt like being cute and surprising you, and so I came downstairs wearing these with some jean shorts. Yeah. And you definitely did notice.
Yeah, I thought she looked fresh.
I wore them all day long, and it was just one of those shoes where I didn't really think about them. They didn't pinch or
That's good.
rub.
It's good to get that soft ass leather.
Yeah, so they're good for wide footers is basically what I'm getting at.
I think you did go true to size.
I'm pretty sure I did.
So like wide footers, true to size. If you have a narrow or a regular foot and you want like that perfect fit, because otherwise it'll show like mad creasing. But when your foot fits it perfectly, it stretches it while it's in there, so it always looks like real clean while you're wearing it, then that's what I would do. That was one of my nitpicks. It wasn't this pair, it was this one.
Oh.
They came with like a big ass wrinkle, and I was able to get it with the B-roll, but then when I tried them on, the wrinkle went away. And so that's the thing. That's why I like my shoes to fit as nice and snug as possible, because it will make them look the freshest, longest. But that pretty much takes care of it for these guys. They are available, at least they should be now. Again, if you're wanting to grab them, just to grab them, go to Finish Line. Otherwise, I would go with Nike because they have the best return policy. So you can wear them for a little bit and then be like, nah, I don't these, and you can give them back and they will take them back. It's not a plug or a shout out to Nike or anything like that. It's just real like you can go look right now and it is on there. So yeah, but I like these. I think these are classic. Even if these aren't a heavy rotation pair, like these to me are relics. I never thought that they would release these. Now next year, if they release the low top women's, I can't remember what they were called. You don't even know what they look like?
No.
Here, hold on. I meant to bring this up earlier. This is the low top. Oh, you didn't like the, no? Okay, well, same tooling, same toe, similar swoops. This colorway was a color that they use on a shoe called the Jordan Light, which I absolutely loved. They were awesome. That nobody else likes those, but I do. But thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. Let us know what you think about these down below in the comment section. Do you own a pair? Do you not? I think most people bought the hyped up colorway. They were like black with some cherries on it. Yeah, some collab. Like,
okay.
I don't know what it was about.
All right.
I thought that they were pretty whack, but like, I like the classic colorways. There are some brand new colorways available as well. I don't like any of them. I just like these two. That's just me. Sound off below, let me know. Thank you so much once again. Until next time, guys, have a good one.